Namaste and welcome to my channel Brisbane Gardener. In this video today I'm going to share my experience and tips to grow lots of chilies in subtropical regions, and that is in cost-effective way. So thank you so much for joining me, and if you like my video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up at the end of this video. My tip number one is only growing the variety that you'd eat or the variety that you like the flavor of. Currently I'm growing 5 different varieties and I like 2 of those quite a lot, so I use those as green chilies, and the others I can use to make dry chili or the dry chili powder so that I can still use them in my cooking. So it's not that I have to get rid of them, but I still can use them as other alternatives. But once the plant dies, I won't be growing them again. My tip number 2 is growing them in a raised bed or in a pot. Chilies can tolerate full sun, but they do not grow well if they are planted in heavy clay soil or damp or wet soil. Chilies thrive in free draining quality of garden soil, and they also need compost or fertilizer feed, especially after the planting and if they've started flowering or after the pruning. I somehow get many volunteer chili plants in my garden all the time, and yeah, these are shown in the video at the moment. I don't know what variety they are, where they came from. I'm not sure. I think probably from the birds, but yeah, they're there on the ground, but unfortunately when the rain starts they die, and especially early in the year I lost quite a few of those, so that's a bit sad. But the chilies that I like, I grow them in the pot, so it's non-stop supply for me. My tip number 3 is mulching. If you are gardening in the subtropical areas, mulching should be your best friend. Whether I plant on the ground or in a pot, I always mulch my plants. So yeah, it just helps to keep the moisture and prevents the weeds competing with the plant. So it's got so many benefits to mulching a plant. So that is my tip number 3. My tip number 4 is watering. Chilies need moisture, but they cannot tolerate wet soil. So we just gotta make sure that they have got enough moisture, but not too wet or damp, and not overwatering as well, because it can also affect its produce and flavor. My tip number 5 is pruning. Hard pruning after the end of growing season is very, very important, especially those leggy branches and the branches that have gone far away from the main stem need to be pruned. So it is very important, and once all the leaves have been dropped off or gone yellow, or if there's no signs of flower or any fruiting, then it's the time to prune. Pruning encourages bushiness of the plant and also encourages the produce the following season. So it's very important, pruning. And yeah, with this my chili plants here, I have just finished pruning them and they're ready for feed now and ready to get going for the summer season. They've already started flowering, which I can see somewhere, and I could already see one fruit earlier in one of the plants. So this is ghost chili, I think scorpion or ghost chili variety. It's not one of my favorite. It's got some sort of strong smell that I don't like, so I won't be growing that again. And lastly, these are the Thai red chili, and I got these from supermarket. They look quite plump and fleshy. I didn't think that it would be as spicy. However, they're quite nice and very hot in flavor, so I quite liked it. And I'm gonna get some seed from these chili and grow a new chili plant for myself for next season. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.